Hello everybody, I'm ellbristow, this is Ellitopia Gaming, welcome back to another KSP live. Last week we had quite a successful live stream. We landed on Serran, twice in fact, and we completed some very important contracts. No, it wasn't Serran, I'm very sorry. We landed on Aptur last week, Serran was the week before. Sorry about that one. Yes, we landed on Aptur last week, the little potato-shaped rock that we've been having a lot of difficulty landing on for quite a number of weeks. We finally cracked that one, so that's another notch in our belt. This week, we are going to try something somewhat different. I don't know exactly how well it's going to work. It's probably going to take a lot of testing. But if we go into mission control, the very top contract that we are being offered is to build a new surface outpost on Serran. That's going to be an interesting challenge. Land your outpost on Serran. Build a new outpost that has an antenna, a docking port, and can generate power. Have a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. Maintain stability for 10 seconds, which I assume means don't have an outpost that is actively rolling down a hill. I don't think we can really reject that contract. I think we're going to have to take that challenge up. We've got 10 years to complete it. Bear in mind, it'll possibly take a year. No, it probably wouldn't take a year to get there, actually. No, I'm not sure how long the journey is to Serran, but we've got 10 years to do this, so we can do a bit of experimenting. We've got an advance of 51,000 funds, and we've got 296 in the bank. This is worth 137,000 if we complete it, and in last week's stream we unlocked all the first stage of the orbital colonization and the modular colonization systems. So we have the parts we need to set up an outpost on Serran. What I think we might probably want to do is set up an outpost on Kerbin first. Preferably one that is recoverable so we can get the funds back, somewhere quite close to KSC, just so that we know how everything will fit together and how we can actually deploy everything. Now these are all our colonization buildings, and at some point we are going to have to send probably each of these to the Pioneer module as a combination habitat, command center and mobile network, designed to be the first module in place for a budding colony. It contains facilities for field research and a modest greenhouse, 25% efficiency that can help replenish the initial supplies of your expedition. Okay, but I'm guessing it doesn't carry any Kerbals. Would that be an accurate assumption? Stop disappearing. Would that be, yeah, unmanned. So we can have one of these, but it has no peoples in it. So what we're going to need is a module base like that, and these are huge. They're absolutely huge. We can deploy the legs like so. There we go. And then on top of that, we would purchase that and put that on there. Okay, so that would be our Pioneer module. That would be the first thing that we would need to land. What's that say? Oh, Kolony Command Center. There we go. There it is. So that's the first thing that we would need to land to ooh, it's got lights. Floodlights, okay. Toggle flag. Seat inventory, okay. Machinery, spare parts, mulch, organics, recycler. Interesting, interesting. Lots of interesting stuff there. And we would need to land that on Serran. There's less gravity on Serran than there is on KSC. I'm interested to know if that has any chance of actually lifting that off the ground. So we're going to have to come up with a series of names for these craft, because we're going to have a lot of test craft, I think, for this mission. Now, it's going to be a Serran colony. What we actually are going to need to do, which I'm going to be turning to you guys in the chat, we need a name for our actual Serran colony. Now, we could just call it the Ellitopia colony, and if you want to do that, you know, we can do that. But if you have a better idea, if you have a better name that you can come up with for a colony that we're going to be landing on Serran, then by all means, please let us know. Let me know. I think we will go, the colony will be Farpoint, and the launcher system to take things to Farpoint will be the Serenity craft. So we are going to have Farpoint. Yeah, Farpoint. Oops. I can't do a colon. What kind of rubbish system is this? Oh, I can do one of those. Hold on. Oh, look. Wow, my keys don't match up. Okay, we'll have to use a dash then. So this is Farpoint Serenity 1. That will be the name of this craft, because it's heading to Farpoint and it is the Serenity craft. I think it's pronounced Hochi. Ah, Hochi Ivachich. Hochi Ivachich. We always have one person come into the stream and we end up discussing how to pronounce their name rather than, well, anything else. I put 2 dishes on, didn't I? Let's have an Omni on here as well. Right, let's put a Kerbal in it. Who shall we put in it? Ah, of course. We have a new pilot, Bismarck Kerman. And this Bismarck Kerman was donated by one of our Patreon supporters, actually. In return for his contribution, he was able to donate a new pilot for our cause. So Bismarck Kerman is our Patreon supported pilot. And he is going to be not in the Pioneer module, he's going to be in the command pod, the Scout command pod, piloting this craft for us. Actually, this will not be sufficient to complete our contract because it will only support 2 Kerbals. We need to be able to support 5. Not sure what's happening with that rain. So yes, at some point we're going to have to work an extra 2 Kerbals into this design, or it might have to be 2 launches. I don't really fancy it being 2 launches. So let's put throttle at 0 and fire those engines, and let's see. Lift. It will. Let's deploy those legs. So it will lift it at pretty much half throttle. It will touch down and doesn't touch the floor. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. Now, can I actually take that and land it somewhere within the KSC, like over here, and we use that as like a test for our actual colony? what happened there? Okay, it's very wobbly. I think more struts are in order, or some struts are in order. Right, this thing is actually very wobbly. Let's turn it around. Let's see where we can take it. Oh dear, it's extremely wobbly. Not sure where we're going to get with this. Weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble. Let's see if we can come down. Oh, where are we going now? Hold on, no, we're going the wrong way. Come back, this way. Altitude, thanks. Let's come down. Come down. Where are you going? Come down. We're about to run out of fuel. Well, wobbly is the... I'm amazed that didn't make a bigger explosion, actually. Yes, wobbly is the operative term. But with some struts, actually, I don't think that's too bad a design. I think that will actually... I think that will kind of do it. Lots of struts, yes. But for the moment, we can just recover that. All we've actually lost there is the cost of the fuel, obviously, and one of those engines. So if I recover that, it hasn't really cost us that much. Okay, so our SAS is on and our throttle is off. Let's activate the engines. And ideally what we could do with is manoeuvre nodes, but we haven't on... not manoeuvre nodes. What are they called? What are they called? Not manoeuvre nodes. When you press a button and it does stuff. The hotkeys. Action groups. Action groups is the word I was looking for. Right. Ideally we need action groups. We don't have action groups other than the abort button. And brakes, lights, gears, etc. So that's not... I suppose brakes would be an interesting one. Gears we can do. Ah, gears doesn't deploy those legs. Hey, that was Skype. Skype's supposed to be muted. Go away, Skype. Bad Skype. Unless you guys didn't hear that, in which case ignore me. Why isn't Skype being muted? Strange. Okay. Yeah, so we could do that action group for those legs, because that's going to be quite important. And then we could use the brakes action group to perhaps let go, undock this and deploy the parachutes. Maybe. However, for the moment we're just going to take off with this thing and make sure that we can actually land it. So our engines are active. Let's get off the ground. There we go. Gently does it. Deploy those legs. So this time we'll go, whoa! As soon as we turn, this thing is trying to drop out of the sky for some reason. Right, here we go. We're off the ground. Whoa, slow down then. Oh, I think is the operative word. That didn't work. Did you notice? It didn't work. I think our Kerbal has survived. Yeah, he has, because he's in there. Somehow he managed to survive that. Thank goodness. Right, we're going to have to recover that. That's a fair bit of funds lost there as well. So let's fire up those engines, get us off the ground, get the legs out. So that worked. In fact, we don't need to get the legs out, because they will come out as part of our abort process. Notice that this is only like 2/3 throttle. Right, so let's move over a little bit. $600 meters. So now, if we hit abort, well, the parachutes went. The docking port didn't undo. Ah, wrong craft. Come back. Where's it gone? There it is. Right, so we need to decouple, not undock. Fair enough. Let's turn around. We have got our own parachutes on this craft as well. Where's it going to land? 11 meters a second, that's not too bad. Oh, we're going to land on the runway, so that's going to give us 100% recovery on this part of the craft. Is it going to land gently? Where is it? Oh, it's basically landed on the memorial That's not great. That's not where I wanted it. But never mind. Let's let this thing... Let's give it some extra welly so it doesn't crash on impact. There we go. Kerbal is fine. Let's recover this vessel. Oh, come on. And then we can go and have a look at how our base component landed. Did we get 100% recovery on that? For landing on the runway? We should have done. Science. 100%, there we go. Okay, so where is it? I see our memorials, I don't see... Yeah, right, okay. Where is it? Is it considered debris? No. I don't understand what happened. Our base appears to have disappeared as it landed. It didn't go bang. Let's fly Jebediah Kerman's memorial and see if there's anything nearby. I don't understand. I don't understand. Where's it gone? It didn't explode. Did we get the money back for it? What's our funds like at the moment? $202, so we are losing funds. See, I think the theory works. It definitely didn't explode. It didn't despawn because we weren't too far away. And it didn't recover because we haven't got the funds back. Or have we? Were we that far? No, we weren't that far down. Oh, I don't understand. I don't know what's happened. It's not fair. Last try. And the rain has kicked up again for us on my roof. Right, so this time we are going to try firing all the parachutes, although we can do it with the abort. Activating all the engines. Let's take off. And we will go... Let's go this way, actually. Right, and abort. Okay. Well, we landed it. It was a bit bumpy. I think we possibly fired the parachutes a bit early. So now, in theory, we can decouple that node and lift off again. Okay, that was a bit weird. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. There we go. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Let me recover you. SAS. Stop wobbling. So if let's get Bismarck out of here. He's probably going to drop quite horribly. Oh, that looked painful. Boink. Okay, so come on Bismarck, you head over here. And this is kind of the main entrance, but you're not going to be able to get in there, are you? Link? Okay, so we're going to need some kind of system to actually allow Kerbals to get into. Come on, just climb it. No, okay, that doesn't work. That is a flaw in this design. Ideally we need an airlock. Oh, we've got an airlock, haven't we? Right, let's recover that. So we'll save that, and let's start a base on Kerbin and just see that this works practically. Even though we know for the moment we aren't actually going to be able to launch it to orbit. But let's see what we can get out of it. Let's see if we can have an operational outpost. SAS is on. Throttle, we'll cut the throttle as we have been doing. Oh no, because we've got less fuel this time, so we'll actually just launch it off. Where are we aiming for? It's going to have to be local. We don't really want it on the launch pad. No, we can. No, we'll stick with putting it on the next to the launch pad, in the launch pad area. So here we go. Let's activate the engines. No, let's cut the engines. Activate the engines, and then launch up. Wrong way. This way. Cut the engines, and then abort. Oh, that didn't sound good. Right. I'm not sure what went bang. Something definitely did go bang. I don't see anything. Oh, we lost an engine. Okay. So, we need to shut down that one. Shut down that one. Because I actually need to move this slightly, so let's get it back off the ground. Oh, okay, that's wobbling to one side. Why is it going to one side? Oh, because I shut down the wrong engines. Hang on. No. They're active, so why would it go off to one side? It's not symmetric. Well, yeah, I didn't really think the symmetry would make that much of a difference without us actually taking off very much. But never mind, okay. What way are we actually facing here? That's our front, isn't it? So we need to go... have much control over it. Wrong way. Uh-oh. Okay. That wasn't good. Can we get out of here? No. Okay, so transfer to there, then EVA, drop out. What? What? Yeah. The game has obliterated itself. That might take some fixing. This is apparently the Kerbal Space Center. Pretty, isn't it? Okay. We're gonna have to... It's not gonna let me click any buttons or anything, is it? It's not gonna let me do anything. Yeah. Okay, so we got problems here. I can do that. Right, so that's a crash. So we're going to have to close KSP. Okay, so that's bugged out big style, and that's just cost us the funds. Have we lost our pilot as well? He's MIA. Okay. This is going to take a save game hack to get us back to where we were. That's not fun. That's not fun to watch either. Well, as they say, all good things must come to a horrible and disappointing end. And after all the progress that we have made, our Kerbal is missing, as is the craft that we launched. So I am going to have to hack our save game to bring them back. Rather than do that live on the stream, I think what we'll do is we'll call the stream to a close, and we will. I'll do that off camera, and we'll pick that up next week. So, thank you for watching, guys. All of you who are currently watching live, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notifications when we go live next time. It's great to have you guys in the chat. Thank you for being a part of the stream, particularly for the guys who came up with the names for the for our new colony and for the craft. If you're watching this on the highlights on YouTube, then thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let us know where you would like us to continue to head with this series. Although I think we kind of know where this series is going at this point. I have been ellbristow. You've been watching Ellitopia Gaming for a very glitchy KSP Live. And I will see you next time, guys. See you later.